Imagine like a camera operator dodging players on the sidelines of the Super Bowl. Every millisecond of that 4K footage has to travel miles to a production truck without a single dropped frame.
Right, and no electrical hum either. It's a massive logistical nightmare.
Exactly. So today's deep dive looks at the product specs for the AJA FiDo-4T. It is a 4-channel 3G SDI to single-mode LC fiber transmitter from HDTVSupply. Basically, it's a tiny $1,945 box that makes that impossible physics problem just disappear. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, I mean, we all know the harsh reality of copper SDI cable. You hit, what, maybe 300 feet, and your data-heavy 4K signal just falls off a cliff.
Oh, yeah, totally unusable.
Right. So what this AJA transmitter does is take 4 independent channels of heavy 3G SDI video and multiplexes them into optical light. Then it fires it down a single-mode LC fiber optic line.
Which jumps your distance limit to a staggering 10 kilometers.
10 kilometers. It is wild.
That is over 32,000 feet of perfect transmission. It's like comparing a short garden hose to a high-speed municipal water main effortlessly crossing a whole city.
That is a great way to put it. You're swapping heavy electrical resistance for, weightless photons.
And because it's optical, you're not just gaining distance, right?
Exactly. You operate with 0 signal degradation over that entire run.
Well, here's where it gets really interesting, because shooting a signal across a sprawling city introduces that classic live production nightmare.
Oh, the electrical interference.
Right. But wait, if you're converting the electrical video signal into light, you're literally severing the copper connection. Does that mean you're inadvertently solving the ground loop problem? Like, since there's no electrical path left.
Spot on. You achieve complete electrical isolation. I mean, ground loops happen when 2 pieces of connected equipment have a difference in ground voltage.
Which sends unwanted current right through the connecting video cable.
Exactly, and that introduces nasty hums or visual interference. It can even fry expensive gear. But without that physical copper wire bridging the camera in the control room, there is no way for current to flow. It physically breaks the loop.
Saving hundreds of thousands of dollars of connected gear. I do have to push back on the multiplexing aspect, though.
Okay, go for it.
If we're cramming 4 incredibly dense 3G SDI channels into a single optical fiber, aren't we introducing processing latency? Or, like, risking the loss of embedded metadata to save bandwidth?
It is a logical concern, yeah, but the FiDo-4T uses a seamless data encapsulation method. It does not compress or parse the video to save space.
Wait, really? It sends everything?
Yep, it essentially perfectly mirrors the entire signal, including all SDI metadata. So your high dynamic range data, your time codes, it all passes through completely untouched.
Oh, wow.
The laser literally just blinks the exact binary code of the original electrical signal at the speed of light.
Which brings us to the actual physical footprint, because, it was one thing to do this in a static, climate-controlled studio, but live production is completely chaotic.
Oh, it is a war zone out there.
Right. And looking at the spec sheet, it notes an incredibly low-profile enclosure weighing just 0.8 pounds, and it pulls from a 5 to 20-volt DC power supply.
And that is where the practical engineering really shines. Because it is so incredibly light and accepts such a wide voltage range, an operator can mount this tiny box directly onto a dynamic rig.
Like a moving gimbal.
Exactly, and they can power it straight from standard camera batteries. You shed the massive dragging weight of 4 thick copper lines and replace them with 1 hair-thin fiber optic cable.
That totally changes the mobility of camera operators in the field. Not to mention it is backed by a 5-year warranty.
Which proves AJA knows this thing is going to get knocked around in production trucks.
Oh, slammed into equipment racks, yeah. So what does this all mean?
It means this 0.8-pound device is the unsung, rugged workhorse of the industry.
Seamlessly pushing flawless 4K data as light across vast distances, and doing it without restricting the camera operator's movement.
It really is the critical bridge that makes modern remote production possible.
But it leaves you with a fascinating question to ponder.
What's that?
Well, if we can effortlessly push 4 channels of dense 4K over a single thread of glass today, what happens when fiber inevitably replaces copper everywhere?
That is a big question.
Right. Will massive, expensive on-site production trucks become completely obsolete, like replaced by a single server rack sitting halfway across the globe?
It is definitely something to mull over the next time you are watching a pristine live broadcast.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive.